Alright, just finishing up the bottom of this soundboard, and I wanted to show these wooden buttons, square buttons. I had a big bag of them and I used them up, and so I decided, well, I have plenty of quarter sawn maple laying around, so why not just make them. So I just cut a piece of wood out like this, on the quarter, which the base bridges are made out of this stuff. A taller version of this even. So I just plane the sides of it, and then I cut them off like this as I need them. And then to glue them on, I used to just simply have a glue bar deck, which was super convenient. I'm looking for the screws. Well, anyway, so I put a screw and a washer on here and glued them on. And then next out, after this, you might notice these are a little too tall too, so I'll still, after I put the bigger dowel in here, I'll plane the top of this off and reshape it. But it's kind of fun to shape these by hand. These, I don't know if they were machined out, but they're not perfect to begin with. The only thing that's really important about this is that the bottom is perfectly flat, and it glues on perfectly flat like that, and that you get the dowel glued in there perfectly tight. You can't fudge on this. If these come loose in the future, I bet this is a prime source of some buzzing that can happen. So anyway, and then after I do that, I'm going to finish shaping the ribs. I leave the ribs on a little rough. They're a little taller, just so I can do some work to the top of them and then finish them up later. And I can't seem to find I had a nice radius plane to do this edge here, but instead, what I'm going to do is kind of rough it with a spoke shave. It works. They used to make wagon wheels out of that, and they were perfect, weren't they? Well, anyway, I don't believe these have to be perfect. It won't be the reason that this piano sounds incredibly great, or it won't be the reason it sounds incredibly bad. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I'll sand these up and put some stuff on here. I just reuse these buttons too. They're fine. As long as the bottom is perfectly flat, these screws are nice. They've been used once. So I should have taken the finish off of this, but that's not going to matter too much either. What really matters is that they're glued down perfectly. I use hide glue for that too. I don't want to get religious with anybody, but I think all of this stuff should be done with hide glue, and I don't even know why. But oh yeah, okay. So then the other side, getting ready today. Oh yeah, here's a good thing to do too. When you're putting those things on, shove some veneer under there so you don't crack out the top of the soundboard, and then pull this out when it's done. So I have marked out the holes for this, and I'll be drilling those out. I got the drill ready to go, just setting up bits. You want to get the right length in there so that they bottom out, and then you can pound them in a little farther. And I do it old school. Then I file them off afterwards. All right, I guess that's about it.